Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 Cookie Program Volunteer Training. My name is Aggie Reyes. I'm the Vice President of Program for Girl Scouts of Eastern South Carolina. We're sorry you missed us at our in-person trainings, but this does count as your official 2026 Cookie Training. The first thing I'm going to say to you is after you are done with this training, the first thing you need to do is turn in your forms to Deborah. And what that means is you turn in your Troop Cookie Manager form and your ACH form. That is how we are going to give you access to the system to M2, I'm sorry, not M2, to ABC Smart Cookies and Digital Cookies. And I will show you exactly which forms those are here in a bit. All right, so I'm not going to have you do the Girl Scout Promise or the Girl Scout Law because you do them at your meetings anyway. So make sure you do them and think of this training as you are doing them. Had you been at one of our in-person trainings, you would have met Diane Flanagan, who is our CEO. She is actually the picture. She's the lady all the way to the right. That is our CEO. And then our brand new board chair as of April of this year is Courtney Cavatoni, and she's all the way on the left. And she is our brand new board chair, and she is so happy to be here. And she wants to learn and help you all. And she is here, believes in the mission. And yeah, we hope you get to meet her. She'll be around, so be on the lookout for Miss Courtney. All right. So if you had been at SUDS or at Fall Product Training, you would have already seen this slide. This slide is exactly the same. We are finally going to $5 a box. From what we understand, we are still one of the lowest in the country. As far as ABC goes, we are the only ABC council that is still at $5 a box. So with that being said, we are going to increase the true profit to 95 cents per package. And then we are also increasing from 20 cents the Grow Rewards from 20 cents to 25 cents per package. We are going to have a decrease in some levels because we are going to a $5 box. So we do know that it would be harder for some to reach this higher levels. So you'll see that as well when I go over the rewards. I'm going to go to the last paragraph here, and then I'll go to the bullet on top of that in a minute. So between 2019 and 2025, our council, GSESC, has spent an additional 77 cents per box on Grow Rewards, excess inventory, increased of the cost of cookies, Girl and Troop credit card fees via digital cookie, and then Girl and Troop debt, and then the service unit bonus. So with that being said, we are still able to give you all that 95 cents per package, and we're excited that we're able to do that. If you do not know, a year ago, the National Conference Council session, they called in a meeting to raise the dues. So this year, if you all had known, the fees went from $30 to $45. Next year, the 2027 year, it will be going up to $65. So what we are going to do is we are not going to, for the first 50 packages, a girl sells of cookies. The girls, well, not the girls, the troop will not receive the troop profit, which is $47.50 per girl. But however, they will receive a $65 membership with a patch. The number one complaint we have received about this is what if we get a girl who says, "Oh, I'm not going to come back to Girl Scouts." This is an individually girl earned reward. So regardless if she says she's not going to go back to your troop, this gives her a year, one whole year to decide. Maybe she does want to come back. Maybe she wants to be in Girl Scouts, but she doesn't want to be in a troop setting and only wants to go to camp or wants to attend programs. She has that. She will have it for a year. And if she were to move to another council, of course, the membership would transfer with her as well. So that is her reward. So that will follow her for 1 year. And then also, if we do have graduating seniors, that will not apply because they will no longer have to be registered as a girl. If they wanted to continue in Girl Scouts at that point, they would be an adult, and that is a different fee. So if you do have any graduating seniors, this will not apply. All right, so here is your agenda for today. We're going to be talking about all these things that are on here, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So Stay tuned. All right. If you are not on our council view, the GSESC view, go ahead and scan this QR code. This is a really good resource for you all to have. This has twice a month, so bi-monthly, we do send a newsletter from our council that's specific to our council that has information for troops, parents, all our volunteers with upcoming trainings, programs, all the good stuff that is currently happening at the council. That is where you will get that information. So please sign up so that way you are staying up with the latest information that our council has. And just so you all know, coming soon, we are going to have a teen view. So it'll be a version, very similar version of the GSESC view. However, it'll just be the programs so that the girls can, at their leisure, look at the programs that are coming up, and they can sign up for them if they like. If you haven't heard yet, our cookie rally this year is going to be at Bee City. Bee City is in Cottageville, South Carolina. And it is, if you haven't been there, it's a really nice zoo. You can Google it. They have a really interactive Facebook page with a lot of animal encounters. And what we're really excited about is that they have really worked with us, and they are only charging $25 per person. And what's really neat about that is that the $25 includes obviously your entrance to the zoo, and you can be there as long as you want. It does include a souvenir cup that will have treats for the animals. And it also includes the cookie rally, which will have our own space with tables set up and information for the girls and some parents as well. It will also include the cookie rally fun patch, and it will also include a scavenger hunt. So please join us. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. As you see here, it'll be January 10th at Bee City, and it is from 10 to 1, at least our portion of it, the cookie rally. However, the zoo is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. In case you didn't place your order for gluten-free cookies, please make sure you do that as soon as possible. And the way you would do that is you would get this form to Deborah. We did have some extras, so we do have a few, not too many, but these will be filled on a first come, first serve basis. After you attend this training, usually what Ashley would do is we would scan her the sign-in sheets at the trainings, and then she would individually email you your troop roster. So what she did ask for us to inform you is that she will not be doing that because there is no sign-in sheet. So after you do this training, please email Ashley Bearfield, and that way she can email you your troop roster. What's really cool about this is that you'll get to see which girls are currently registered, because all girls have to be currently registered to participate. This is not our rule. This is GSUSA's rule. So once you get this roster from Ashley, make sure you look at it. And then if there's girls who are no longer in your troop or girls that are missing, make sure you get them into the system as soon as possible, because that is how they will have access to participate in the sale. This is already on our website. In fact, all our forms, even this PowerPoint should be on this website, but on our website by the time I'm done with this. But this is the cookie envelope. Your service unit cookie manager or the council would have this. This is a big, I want to say it's like a 12 by 16 envelope. And the front side of it is this left side, which is the left side on your screen. And it has helpful step-by-step instructions on what to do in Smart Cookies. And believe it or not, they work. Ashley and I spend time on the phone, and we go like step by step on how this works, and they work. So it really is legit and easy to use. On the back side of it, you'll see here on the right side, it actually has, I'm going to reference a lot of people. And if you see right on the top, it has all the information for those people that I'm going to be talking about. It has Deborah Paisley, who she's my assistant. Ashley Bearfield, who is our communications manager, and I'll tell you what she does and how she helps the council. And then Danielle Sykes, who is our contact for the Florence and Myrtle Beach area. On this envelope, you'll also see the important dates, as you see in the middle. And then at the bottom, you will see the cookie program resources that are available. So at the beginning of this PowerPoint, this presentation, I told you that in order to participate, you need to get your Troop Cookie Manager position form to Deborah. This is the form that I'm talking about. This is on our website. And also, like we said, we have these forms printed and they are at our office. So if you want to make arrangements with Deborah, she can also get that for you as well. Some of the things, these are my most important, not that they're not all important, they absolutely are all important. These are just a few reminders. Like the first one, all troop funds must be deposited into the troop account. Troops should never keep an internal spreadsheet on girl ball or cookie profits as part of their checking account. Money earned is troop money and is never retained by individual girls. As it says here, it is never appropriate to borrow money from troop checking account. It is, let's see, towards the bottom. It does state the what I was talking about, the $65 membership, that the troop will not receive profit, but the girls will earn a $65 membership. And then the other thing that we're going to do new this year is that when you have girls reach the 1300 and above level, we are actually going to send you a jot form for you to confirm that those girls did, not the girls, their parents did pay for all of the packages. Because unfortunately, what we have found is that it was not reported to the council, but we had some girls that earned very high level rewards. And then after those rewards were given or experiences were taken and done, then we were told that they did not pay for all of those cookies. So they actually should not have received them. So we will now be verifying that all those parents have paid for any packages 1300 and above. This is the ACH form that you will need to turn in to Deborah. This is how we are going to withdraw the money from your troop account. And we'll talk about those amounts and those dates a little bit later in the presentation. You will also get one cookie order form per girl. The one on the left-hand side image, that is the outer side of the order card. And then the one on the right side, when you open the order card, this is what it looks like on the inside. This is also on our website. This is not something that we print out. This is on our website. This is what we call the mini order card, or like we like to call it, the dad card, because they like to just, print it. It's on an 8x10 and then fold it in their pocket. And in fact, we've actually been told that a lot of teenagers like to use this one as well. You will also get one rewards insert sheet per girl, and we'll go more into detail on this a little bit later. You will also get 4 receipt books, or more if you need them. You just need to let Deborah know. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see the money envelope. And these are, we were told last year actually that ABC is no longer printing these out for us. So, however, we have an abundance of these at the office. So until we run out, we will be handing this out as well. Also, you will get in your package a parent permission form for every single girl in your troop. It is very, very, very important that the parents understand their financial responsibility. And here are some reminders that you should be reminding your parents. Actually, like we said, all of it is important. But I do ask that you let them know and remind them that they are financially responsible for every package that they sign for. Also, this should be a best practice. Parents should be requesting receipts for all transactions. For every dollar they give you, for every package you give them, it should just be already something that flows and that just automatically happens. I also need you to remind your parents that if they are turned in as delinquent, their rewards will be forfeited and they will only receive currency once it's paid in full. We also ask that you remind them that once the choices are made, the rewards cannot be changed. And the reason for that is because this year we have a few experiences. And in fact, we've already put a lot of deposits into some of these experiences. And once we tell them, like, this is how many girls chose this reward, we cannot change it because they're already making arrangements for the number of people to facilitate these experiences and then their supplies. And then it also reminds them as well about the first 50 packages, as the troop will not receive that $47.50 per girl troop profit, but they do get that $65 membership with a patch. Also in your packet will be on the left-hand side, well, both of them. On the left-hand side is the Cookies for a Cause flyer, we like for you all to laminate it, put it behind a sheet protector or an acrylic document holder. And that way you guys can display them at your cookie booth. We know that a lot of times the customers are saying, well, I don't want to buy cookies, but I still want to help. They can do that by supporting our military, and these do go to our Blue Star Moms in Myrtle Beach. The right-hand side, that is our raffles. That is if a customer does buy 12 packages of cookies or more, they earn the opportunity to win a year supply or a half year supply of Girl Scout cookies. And then also remember that if you have customers who buy cookies online and if they buy a case or more, make sure you fill this out for them because technically they also purchased a case of cookies. We also have this really cool cookie merchandise that is available for you to purchase. Courtney is our shop manager and she is in the Charleston area. However, you can call her. Her information is also in the back, like I mentioned. Her email her, call her, place an order. She has a lot of these items already on hand. So, and if she doesn't, she'll get it to you before the cookie sale starts. So. I also want to start by saying that just like there are two fall product vendors, there are two cookie vendors, cookie bakers. And one of them is Little Brownie or LBB, and the other one is ABC. That is the one that our council has. Um, ABC has been a licensed Girl Scout cookie baker since 1937. And over the years, ABC has just grown in the volume and the councils that they are now serving. As you see here, this year, they are serving out of the 111 councils, 55 of those councils, whereas Little Brownie Baker is serving 57. So it's pretty 50-50. It's pretty even. And ABC is a part of our team. They are an extended part of the council. These people here are the behind the scenes that make everything happen, like the rewards, marketing, help with smart cookies, all of that stuff that we need help with, that you may need help with. These are the people that make the magic happen. And these are the people we run to and ask for help on a daily basis sometimes. So this is the amazing journey of a Girl Scout cookie. So I know that when we are done in March, we do not stop. We actually in April or May, we will start continuing. We will meet with our baker. We will review how did our sale go. Look, this is the new stuff. And then we do a council forecast. We start forecasting our cookie sale since June. And then we've already actually received our production plan. So right now we are in this next couple steps where the ingredients are being shipped and the bakers are baking to the forecast. And then next month, the cookies will be shipped to the local warehouses. Then the cookies will start being delivered in January to the volunteers and cupboards. Families pick up the cookies, and then the girls sell and deliver these cookies. And of course, the consumer enjoys our cookies. So ABC does have three bakers. They are in North Sioux City in South Dakota. They're in Winona, Illinois, and Battle Creek, Michigan. The ABC also has 10 distribution centers, as you can see right here. This is where they are located. And they also have over 100 warehouses that we partner with. And those are the ones that actually get the cookies to us on time. And they are amazing to work with. This is our lineup for the 2026 cookie season. Of course, as you see here, it's the 9 cookies. We have our Thin Mints, our Caramel Delights, our peanut butter patties, our trefoils, our peanut butter sandwiches, our lemonades, our Adventurefuls, our new cookie, the Explore More, and then our gluten-free chocolate chip caramel cookie. 4 of the cookies that we offer are vegan, and those would be the Thin Mints, the peanut butter patties, the gluten-free caramel chocolate chip, and the lemonades. And just so you all know, there have been no changes in size or quantity in over a decade. We know that every year we get those customers that say, man, these boxes are getting smaller. No, they're not. They have been the same for over 10 years. And then also, as I mentioned earlier, all our core cookies are $5 a box, except for the gluten-free. The gluten-free cookies are $6 a box. We do have a new cookie this year. It is the Explore Mores. If you haven't tried it, actually, if you go by the council, we should have a box for every single troop to take back to their girls so that they can sample them. But the way you get that is by turning your forms into Deborah. Once you turn in your forms to Deborah, she will send you a box of the Explore Mores. And as you see here in this picture, that's Diane holding our box. And I think they are going to do great, and they're really, really good. These are the 2026 seasonal flyers. Those are up already for you to start printing. We know a lot of you like to have these at your booths. They also include the allergens guide. Excuse me. If you do need help at any time, the volunteer help desk for Smart Cookies, this is the information. You can always call them as well from 9 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week, or you can also email them. Just as I mentioned on the front of your envelope, here are all the cookie resources, the online resources for you to utilize for you, your parents, and your girls, actually. We have the Flickr art account. We have the ABC Bakers YouTube channel, and that comes in really handy, especially when it comes to running as a troop leader, how do I transfer cookies? All the stuff that's in the front of your envelope is basically in a video format for you as well. If you cannot attend our council cookie rally or want to do your own cookie rally with your troop or service unit, we also have our rally guide on our website, and it has a lot of fun activities for you all to try and do with your girls. So it should be fun. Also, so you know, before you even get your access to Smart Cookies, you can already access all the stuff that I told you. And it is, if you see in these red boxes, those are the logos that you would use to access all of that stuff. So it's already ready for you, and you don't even have to log in yet. Our cookie theme this year is Brave, Fierce, Fun. You're going to see this acronym a lot, the BFF. So the black-footed ferret is also the mascot. The large plush, her name is Shirley, and she is named after the Shirley Valley in Wyoming. And the small plush, her name is Dolly. This is what the actual black-footed ferrets look like. Aren't they so cute? I think they're so adorable. And what I learned is that the Shirley Basin in Wyoming is the first and primary reintroduction site for black-footed ferrets, with populations established through captive breeding efforts that began in 1991. So there are so many fun facts. Also take this as an opportunity for your girls to learn more about this animal. Like, they're just so cute, and your girls are going to fall in love with them, just like we all have. Also, as I keep mentioning, there's sample clip art for you all to utilize. You can use this however you want. I know that there's leaders who make their own t-shirts with this. I mean, you can do whatever you want. This clip art is here for you, and it's free. As we all know, the cookies is not just about selling cookies. It is about the 5 skills. We have girls, I laugh because I have ex-Girl Scouts that come back and tell me, Miss Aggie, it is so funny how I'm in college now and they are teaching me these things. And I just laugh and I tell them, I've learned this since I was a daisy, because this is exactly what we did. We are teaching the girls how to run their own business. And the way they're doing that is by goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. They don't even realize until later, like when they're in college taking these classes, and they're like, wait, why does this sound so familiar? It's because they already did it as a Girl Scout, and these skills will last them a lifetime. Also, what is really cool is that the ABC does have these doorknob hangers. This is for our girls who go door to door, which is still highly encouraged. Please have your girls go door to door. Of course, practice safety. Make sure that you all as parents are going with your children. And then this could be left at your neighbor's door. And then that little box that you see right there, that is also so you can print your girl's QR code. And I would have that handy even at like cookie booths, because that way when customers don't have cash or checks, they can scan the QR code and pay for those cookies via credit card. So now the next slides, we're going to talk some numbers. If you see here on the left-hand side, these are the ABC councils. This is their average mix. And the one on the right side, this is our council's average mix. And what's really fascinating about this is that we are more of a non-chocolate selling council than most councils in the country. And you'll see here, even though Thin Mints are number 1, On the national average, it does sell at a 25%. Ours did sell at 22%. And then what I love the most, and I know you all know this, is, for example, our trefoils. Nationally, on the left-hand side, those sell at 7%. And as you see, our council, we actually sell that at 11%. And just with the peanut butter sandwich, they do nationally sell 8%, whereas we sell it at 11%. This graphic's on our website, and it actually is not, these are the top 3 sellers. On our website, we have this from number 1 to number 9, and I believe we even broke it down by the number of packages that were sold in every service unit. And the reason this is important is because I want you all to see that, yes, Thin Mints are our best seller, but they're not always the best seller in every single one of our service units. So, for example, if you see here, service unit 643 in Orangeburg, the peanut butter sandwiches are number 1, the trefoils are number 2, and number 3 are the caramel delights. And the reason I bring that up is that if you decide to do a cookie booth is somewhere that is not in your service unit, take a look at this and make sure that you are taking the right mix to your cookie booths. All right, this is our cookie program at a glance. As you see here, we did have a 9% decrease in the cookie sales this past year. However, Diane did budget for a decrease, so financially the council is we're doing really well. We're doing good. And then nationally, it was about anywhere from 17 to 22% decrease. So the fact that we only had a 9% decrease, we are very, very lucky. You all also see here that the number of troops participating have also decreased year after year. And then as well as the troops with initial orders, and then the average package per troop. The number of girls participating also took a decrease, as you see here on the top. Our per girl average did also have a 17% package decrease from 676 to 659. I think, yes, as well as our girl participation, which I've already talked about. So your digital cookies this year, we had really good results. As you see here, the number of girl delivery orders was 36,761. The average purchase per girl delivery order was $23.88. The number of booth transactions were 13,635. The average purchase per booth transaction was $15. And everywhere we've gone to do trainings, they said that tracks. That sounds about right. The number of ship-only orders was 6,174, and the average purchase per ship order was $34.21. We're excited about this. This is the first rate change since the 2021 season. It does seem like, oh my gosh, it only went down $1, but $1 is a lot when we see that to send a letter, I believe it's either 74 cents now or 76 cents. But it has just increased where actually not just the price of a letter, but just shipping in general has gone up. So the fact that GSUSA was able to negotiate a decrease is a huge win for our customers. So as you see here, if they purchase 4 to 8 packages, they will be charged obviously for the boxes of cookies. So the cost of the cookies plus $11.99. And if they were to buy 9 to 12 packages, it would be $13.99 for shipping plus the cost of the cookies that they purchase. This is some information we have for Digital Cookie. Digital Cookie is where, like we mentioned, you will want to download the app so that way the girls can see their process. That way they can take payments. And Ashley will also record a demo with the FAQs for Digital Cookies, and that should be uploaded any day now as well. So now we're going to talk about our national per girl averages. At number 5, well, actually, let me tell you first. The national per girl average is around 200. Last year was about 221. This past year, it did have a decrease to about 200, a little bit over 200. But so the fact that even at number 5, Southern Nevada's per girl average was 450, that is double the national per girl average, and this is something to be celebrated. They are also an ABC baker, and they were a traditional sale. And they also had a 74.2 girl participation rate. And last year they ranked number 5 as well. At number 4 was Desert Southwest. They were an ABC baker, also a direct sale with a 471 per girl average. They had a 64.8 girl participation rate, and last year they ranked number 4 as well. At number 3, we had San Gorgonio. They are also an ABC baker, and they are also direct sale. Their per girl average was 484 with a 77% girl participation rate, and last year they ranked number 3. At number 2, we had Southern Arizona. They are a little brownie baker. They also did direct sale. Their per girl average was 490 with a 50.6 girl participation rate. And last year they were number 2. So, animal drum roll, please. 4 years later and one pandemic later, we are still the champions, my friends. So at number 1, Eastern Girl Scouts of Eastern South Carolina, we are an ABC baker. We are direct sale. Our per girl average was 659, and we did have a 83.8 girl participation rate. And this is our 4th year at number 1. So congratulations to our girls, to you parents, you leaders, you volunteers. This is because of you. This is why this is able to happen. So I did mention earlier, we did have a 17 package decrease over last year. This year we did sell 108,450 cases, or 1,301,400 packages. I've also mentioned already that the troop proceeds, the troops do receive 95 cents per package. Service units do receive 1 cent per package sold by girls in their service unit, and that does not include delinquent packages. And just as a reminder that the funds do stay in the service unit in which they were earned. Speaking of troop money, what are some ways to spend it? You could participate in a council sponsored event or in a service unit sponsored event. You could take your troop camping. You could send girls to camp. You can buy uniforms. You can do travel destinations. You can pay for membership. You can sponsor higher awards projects, community service, all kinds of stuff, and so many programs that are coming up. Please make sure your girls are getting that information because we have some really neat programs and we want to see all the girls there. So this is our banking and finances. Just as I mentioned, in order to participate, you do have to have that Troop Cookie Manager form and your ACH form. And as always, as soon as you start receiving troop money from your parents, make sure that you deposit that into your troop bank account regularly. And of course, keep receipts for all transactions, every single transaction. I cannot express that enough. If you were to receive any NSF checks, please make sure they are submitted to Jackie at her email, JackieJackson@girlscoutsesc.org, as soon as you receive that. If you do have discrepancy reports, make sure you get those to Jackie as well, no later than March 29th. Our ACH dates are as you see below. Your first ACH is 35% of your initial order and your first week of planned orders, and that will take place roughly about 1 month after the sale has started. Again, you do not have to calculate that. The ABC Smart Cookies does that, and you will receive an email from them with that amount. The second ACH is going to be March 13th, and that is 35% of your second week of planned orders. And again, if you do not know the amount, you do not need to calculate that amount. That will be done by Smart Cookies, and you will be receiving that directly from Smart Cookies. However, for the final ACH, that will be March 3rd. This one may change. And the reason this will change is because, as I've been mentioning, the 51st packages, how troops will not receive that true profit. The system does not do that. So we are going to be the ones that manually do that. So it may take some time for us to calculate that. It may or may not. So if anything changes, it would be that amount, not that amount, that date. It will probably be a little bit later. So that would probably be the only change for your ACHs. If you do need to turn in a discrepancy report, this is on our website. This is what you would fill out and turn into Jackie. we are no longer taking on troop debt. The council will help you to try to collect some of that money from your parents, and we are not 100% successful. However, we have received um, plenty of payments. We make payment arrangements, and we do have a good rate with that. So we do ask that you are more cautious when giving cookies to the girls. It is okay to have them not, I mean, it's not okay for you to ask parents to prepay for cookies. However, if they want additional cookies, it is at that point okay for you to say, yep, I will absolutely give you more cookies when you give me some money for more cookies. So that is absolutely okay. The other thing that I do ask, and I cannot stress enough, is that when you do turn in a parent as delinquent, number one, tell the parent that you're going to be turning them in as a delinquent so they are not shocked or surprised. Also, you must accompany their parent permission form and all receipts that you have for them. This is our cookie debt collection procedure. Once, as a troop leader, let's say you still owe the council money, we are going to try to work with you through a series of phone calls and emails. And truly, Deborah will be working with you until you are no longer communicating. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Once you have stopped communicating with Deborah, she is going to turn in the debt to our volunteer management department, and she will be sending you a letter removing you as a leader, as a troop leader. If we still have not heard from you by then the debt will be turned into Jackie in our finance department, and she is going to send you 2 letters via certified mail. Again, talk to us requesting the money. What is going on? And finally, if we are still not hearing from you, we will go to the police. We have done this. We don't like to do it, but we will. And we will file a police report for theft for the remaining troop debt. Our cookie sale online, I should say, the online cookie sale does start January 6th. Okay. But that is online only. That is direct ship only. That doesn't mean that girls can start taking order card orders. They cannot put it on their social media. Not yet. That is until January 17th. January 17th is when our in-person sale starts, where the girls can now along with their parents, obviously go door to door, take order cards on the or take orders on the order card or post on social media. And the sale does end on March 15th. As I mentioned here, these are your important dates. Please make sure your girls are registered because that is how they get access into Smart Cookies and Digital Cookie. Volunteers and parents will get access to Digital Cookie on December 5th. I will go through all of these here in a bit. I've already gone through a lot of these, so I'm not going to go through all of these one by one. But the last thing I want to share on this is that the rewards do come in the end of May to June. And I cannot stress it enough. Once those rewards come in, please hand them out to the girls. Because what is happening a lot lately is that we have volunteers or troop leaders that are emailing us in July saying, hey, I can't get into Smart Cookies because it's locked me out. And the only thing we're going to say is, hey, we can't access it either because it locked us out as well. And it does not unlock it until October 1st. So that means that now everybody's got to wait until October 1st. And that's not right because the sale is ending in March. The girls should be getting something for their hard work. Okay. So please get them their rewards as soon as you receive them. So I'm going to go over a few of the new things that we're doing in our cookie reward sheet. As you see here, I talk again about the 50. If the girl sells 50, she does get a Girl Scout membership. At the 575 level, one of the options is the Great Cookie Experiment Bash, which is a girls' hands-on slime experience. These dates, April 4th will be the one in Charleston, and the one in Myrtle Beach will be April 11th. If the girls do select this, the girls cannot change this. Once it is selected, it cannot be changed. The girls, I'm sorry, not the girls, the parents will receive an email with a jot form asking which of these dates works best for them. At the 1300 level, one of the options is this Glam Cookie Spa, and it includes everything you see on here, okay? So the Myrtle Beach one is going to be May 16th, and the Charleston one will be May 30th. And same as the other experience, if one date doesn't work but the other one does, that is okay. You will get a jot form and you will select the parent will select which date works best for her. And as you see here, it is going to include a customized robe for each girl, a choice of mini mani or mini pedi. They're going to get a facial. They're going to get hand and foot massages. They're going to get a glam makeup bar, facial art stickers, a karaoke, disco party, a runway show. Oh my gosh, all of this stuff you see here, that is what they will get at the 1300 level. Also at the 1300 levels, the girls can choose between a week at Sandy Ridge or 1 week at our council, one of our summer day camps, or the Cadet through Ambassador Recreational Challenge that I will talk about here in a bit, or a lifetime membership for graduating seniors only. Only graduating seniors, okay? Or currency. These are summer day camps. These are the dates. I'm going to leave this here for a bit so that way you guys can write them down. We know a lot of you like to write these down. These have become very popular. We are not just sitting there babysitting your kids, having them do arts and crafts. We take them somewhere new every single day. It does include lunch and snacks. And when I say that we have fun, we have fun. We make sure your girls are exhausted, and I know they are because we are exhausted as well. So here is they're not all done. As you see, they're not all complete. So this is what we are thinking. These are the dates. The dates you see here are the actual dates for the summer day camps, but the activities can change. All right. Also at the 2000 level, we did keep the Loungefly bag because our girls love the Loungefly bags. But they also have the choice of a digital camera. And this was actually a suggestion by one of our girls because she did mention that at school she can no longer have her phone to take pictures of her friends. So she said, "Can you offer a digital camera? And that way, instead of me having my phone, I can use my camera." And I said, "Absolutely, I love that idea." At the 2500 level, the girls can select a Lego set, and the girls will be the ones who select. They will get a gift card to Lego, and they will be the ones that choose which one they want. Or they can get a bog bag with a Stanley Cup. And same thing with that, the girls will select the color of the bog bag and the Stanley Cup. At the 3200 level, the girls can choose between a 6-day carnival cruise or a switch to or another week at camp. And as you notice here, this cruise used to be 3500. We did lower this one to 3200. And then at our highest level is 5000, and that is a pick two. So at 5,000, the girls can choose a 1 day at Disney World or Universal Studios, and that's actually going to be taken 2 days before the cruise. So the girls who select this will go 2 days before the cruise, and then we will meet up with all the other girls who are going on the cruise. Or they can select a custom luggage or an electric guitar. Also, please make sure that the other side, the back side of the reward sheet, that your parents are reading them because there is a lot of important information on there. Just as I mentioned, it talks about how the rewards are cumulative. It also reminds them that once the rewards are chosen, they cannot be changed. It reminds them the value of some of those gift cards that I said they're getting, dates on our experiences. It talks about how the lifetime membership is only for graduating seniors. And just as a reminder, leaders, you will be sent that jot form to confirm that any girl who sold 1,300 boxes or more, that their parent has been cleared and paid in full. We also still offer currency. So as you all know, currency has become very popular in those last few years as well. It can be used for any Girl Scout programmatic item. The only thing that's new this year is that if a leader is submitting for all the girls in the troop, a form with acknowledgement or signatures from the girls and parents will be needed. So we will update that form and put it on our website. This is what our currency instructions looks like, and it tells you how you would redeem your currency. The 6-day Carnival cruise is June 22nd through the 28th, and we will be going out of Tampa to Isla Tropical Roatan, Belize, and Cozumel. And you can contact Danielle for pricing if you as a parent want to go. We do pay for the girls, but we do know that a lot of families and parents like going, and it would be at your expense. So yeah, Danielle already has a block of rooms reserved for us. So if you want to know how much that is going to be, you just contact Miss Danielle. Our cookie booths do start January 23rd. And as far as cookie booths are concerned, only staff, product sales committee, or service unit cookie chairs can approach businesses for booths. Any adult supervising a booth must be a current registered Girl Scout, and that includes our dads. Dads can absolutely help. They just need to be registered. All girls in the troop must be offered the opportunity to participate. That doesn't mean that they have to. That just means that they have the choice to participate. If you need to cancel a booth, try to do so as soon as possible so that another troop can select that. Always prepare your booth, your troops for their booths. Remember that you all are the ones that bring your table, your canopy if you need one, tablecloths, change, all of that good stuff. Make sure that your parents and your troop is ready for them. So here are our troop key terms. A premium booth is a Walmart, a neighborhood Walmart, or a Sam's Club. And this is also on your envelope, okay? The lemonade stand. A lemonade stand is just what it sounds like. It is a girl who is selling her cookies outside of her house or her grandma's house or her aunt's house because they have more not foot traffic, just more traffic in general. That is okay. That is not a troop booth, so that does not have to go in Smart Cookies, okay? A troop only booth is a booth that is secured by a troop and it's usually going to be at a church, school, or a private business. Permission must be given by appropriate office personnel. No chain stores are allowed to be troop only booths. A family booth, or what we like to call a mom and me or dad and me booth, that is when a parent or guardian can have a booth with their daughter. However, they cannot have another Girl Scout from another family because then that would be considered a troop booth. Okay. Um, Council secured booths are Walmart's, Supercenter and Neighborhood, Sam's Club, Lowe's Food, and Food Lion as allowed by their corporate office. And this is new this year. This is not has actually hasn't been a problem in most areas. However, in some of our areas, this was happening, but not anymore. All Walmarts with two entrances will be two separate booths, and they will be identified as pharmacy or grocery. So what do you do when you arrive at a booth and when you leave? Remember, if you're the first troop, to check in with the manager and just say, hi, I'm here. Where would you like for us to set up? I also ask that you remember that your girls are watching and so is your community. So be mindful with the way you are with your girls, with the other troop that comes in before or after you, because people are watching. Always stay out of the way of customers. If there's any notes given by the manager, make sure you view them. They will be in the Smart Cookies. And then if you're the last trip of the day, you should go and check out just to let the manager know, say, hey, we are done for the day. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here. And always, always, always between every single shift, you all need to be taking your trash with you. And by trash, I mean your boxes, your cases, every single thing that you take to your booth should be taken back with you. It should be as if Girl Scouts were never there. All right, so now let's get to some fun stuff. So our premium booths, as I mentioned earlier, are Walmarts and neighborhood Walmarts and Sam's. We did have a few changes this year, so don't get ahead of me. Let me explain, and I promise you I will answer all those questions you now are having by reading this slide. The first cookie booth round is January 10th through the 12th. Starting at 7 p.m., troops can select 5 booths in your service unit, plus 1 SAM slot in your city or community, okay? So that means that by round 1, you can have 6 booths. 2 of them can be Walmart and 1 Sam's Club that's in your city or community, okay? Cookie booth round 2 is January 13th. starting at 7 p.m. Troops have 24 hours to select another 5 booths in your service unit. And just like round one, 2 of them can be a Walmart or a neighborhood Walmart. And then you get an additional Sam's Club slot in your community or city. So that means that by the time round 3 comes, you should and could have up to 12 booths, 4 of them being premium Walmart / neighborhood Walmarts, and 2 of them being Sam's Club. Okay. On Cookie Booth round 3, January 17th, starting at 7 p.m. until the end of the cookie sale, it will remain open and you can select as many booths in any location as your heart desires. Now, this is new this year. What we are going to do is, well, because we actually have no control of when a Walmart manager is going to approve a booth. So what has happened is that after round 2, many managers are now finally getting back to us and saying, yep, I approve. So then we haven't been notifying anybody. We've just been uploading them. And that is how that's been going. So what we are going to do from here on, after round 2, if a Walmart is approved and once we're notified that it's approved, you are going to get an email from Ashley stating that your troop in your service unit have 48 hours to select 2 booths from that location before it is open to everyone else. So we thought that'd be a little fair instead of just opening it up after round 2 and it being open to everyone. We want to allow those troops who belong to that Walmart to have their first 2 picks of that location. All right. If you are not on this Facebook page, this is not a council Facebook page, so you don't have to. But this is a good resource for you all to have. This is actually operated by one of our volunteers, and you all are great at this with this Facebook page. You guys trade cookies, you guys ask for resources, you ask questions, you guys are always helping each other, and that's amazing. The only reason I'm on this is because I like to verify that the number one, questions are being answered, and number 2, they're being answered correctly. But you all are so great that they truly are being answered. In fact, I've seen where you all have shared screenshots of answers that you all have had. I'm sorry, questions that you all have had. So you all are doing an amazing job with this. Our booth bash competition this year will be the weekend of February 20th through the 22nd. And the way this works is if you want to participate, your troop would just have to decorate their booth on that weekend. And the theme is Brave, Fierce, Fun. So whatever that means to you, this is how you will decorate your cookie booth. Then you will take pictures and then send them to me before March 26th. The board of directors do select 3 winners, and those 3 winners do get a $50 gift card to our shop. And then also, first place troop will win a pizza party with our CEO Diane and myself, and then we will also invite a board member, and if they're available, they will tag along with us. And they are also the first troop that will see the rewards for the next season. So it's a lot of fun. So we hope that you participate, and we cannot wait to see all your beautiful pictures. These were our Booth Bash winners this past year. First place went to Troop 1502 in Hartsville. Second place went to Troop 4137, and that little girl is in Walterboro. And third place went to Troop 635, and I do know that those girls are from Florence. If you would like for us to celebrate your graduating senior, please, this is also on our website. You can scan this QR code and let us know where your senior will be, and we will surprise your girl with some cookies and a certificate, and it will just be so much fun. Speaking of our seniors, if you want this, we actually have these printed and laminated. That way your senior Girl Scout can feel special. This is it. This is it for her. This is her last cookie season. So we have this for the girls to put at their cookie booth if they choose. Your troop initial order is due December 10th. Your service unit initial orders are due by December 12th. That just means they have until the 12th to help you. In order for your troop to get a special delivery to your house or warehouse or storage unit, wherever you want them, they would have to be 700 cases or more, and there is no combining with other troops. The warehouse will be delivering those boxes, those cases between January 5th through the 17th. We do ask that you are patient with them because we do have quite a bit that ask for this. Once your initial orders are ready to be picked up, for those of you who do not get an initial a drop off to your location, they will also be from January 5th through the 17th. Make sure that once you are notified to go pick up your cookies, that your vehicle is as close as empty to as possible. Bring another adult as a counter because remember that once you sign for them and drive away, that's it. There's no more cookies. You signed for them and you are responsible for them. If you sold cookies last year, we do have this worksheet for you. You just need to let Deborah know to send this to you. ABC did do the math. It is a 70% suggestion. I don't know if you all are aware of this, but 70% of your sales do come the first 3 weeks of the cookie program. So this is just a suggestion. So if you would like to get yours, please let Deborah know. And if you're like, hey, this looks good, you can actually just fill it out, sign it, send it to us, and we will absolutely place this order for you. If you are a new troop, this is also on our website. This is very simple. You would, the first tab you see down below are the instructions, but the instructions literally tell you, click on the tab that pertains to you. And we have all the way, every single level from Daisy through Ambassador, and then the last one is a group. The only thing you would need to do is fill out the number of girls that you have registered, and it will calculate an initial order for you that is a suggestion. And that is a suggestion based on our council numbers, okay? Again, if that doesn't mean you have to order it, that is just a suggestion because we do get asked quite a bit. But there is no right or wrong. There's no magic initial order. They're all different. Once you need to pick up more cookies, you will need to place a planned order. And all planned orders are due by 11:59 p.m. every Saturday. And the reason we do that is because we actually turn in the orders to the warehouse on Sunday. And then on Sunday, they are already packing their trucks. Because Monday, they have 6 different locations they need to take cookies to. So that is the way that we can make sure that we have enough cookies for everybody for that week. So here are your cookie cupboards. For the initial order only, if you are in the Charleston area, you would be picking them up at Reed's Moving Systems of South Carolina. Again, that's if you didn't order 700 or more. That's at 1072 Drop-Off Drive. That's in the Nexton area. Then your planned orders you would pick up from the council at the North Charleston office Tuesdays from 10 to 5 and Thursdays from 10 to 7. The Florence cupboard will be Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 5, and that is at the Florence office in their warehouse at the bottom. The Myrtle Beach cupboard is at the Waccamaw Mall, and that one will be Wednesdays and Fridays from 10 to 5. Orangeburg and Beaufort, the council does work those warehouses, those cupboards, I apologize, and we will notify you once those cookies are ready to be picked up. And in Hilton Head, you would work with Amanda, Manny, and Pat to get those cookies. So for social media, as before, you should always be looking at the digital marketing tips, the Girl Scout Internet Safety Pledge, safety activity checkpoints. Please make sure that you are not posting on Facebook Marketplace. As soon as somebody does it, trust me when I say we are always notified. Make sure that you remember that it is always led by a girl and that it is being supervised by adults. Just like before, we do ask that you only share your link. You do not share it in open groups. If I were to belong to, let's say it's called Somerville Moms, but it is a closed group, you can post there. But I ask that you only do it in your neighborhood. Like if I lived in Somerville, then I wouldn't go post on Myrtle Beach community Facebook page because we should allow the girls that belong to that other community to be posting on that. As before, remember that if you partner with a food truck or any like locally owned business and they want to promote your troop, they can absolutely post on your behalf, and that's great when they do that for us. So where do you go to get help after this is done? You would go to the ABC Smart Cookies Help Center. This PowerPoint, which should already be uploaded by the time you're done watching this, your service unit cookie chair. If you don't know who that is, email Deborah. She'll tell you who that is. Deborah Paisley, she is the one, like I told you, my assistant. She is the one who will help you with any questions you may have and any forms. That's who you turn them into. Courtney Hall, our shop manager, she is usually our first point of contact. That she is very well versed and understands a lot. And even if she doesn't know the answer, trust me, she will get an answer for you. Crystal Osborne and her are both backup to Deborah. Crystal Osborne is our girl specialist in the Charleston area, and she's actually been the troop cookie manager and the service unit cookie manager. So she really understands pretty much at all levels. Ashley Bearfield, she is the one you would go to for booths and reports and any questions regarding digital cookie. And just as I mentioned, Danielle Sykes is our contact for Florence and Myrtle Beach. And this is normally when I stop and ask for questions. However, virtually I cannot see you right now. So if you do have any questions, you would ask Deborah, whatever questions you may have. Again, next step, what do? Turn in your forms. Let Deborah know I saw the video, I saw the training. I need to give you my Troop Cookie Manager form and my ACH form. Get those to her, and that's it. And then we will get you access to the system. So I do thank you for your time. I thank you. And again, any questions, we're here to help. We are in this together. So thank you so much, and we'll see you.